Okay, so today we're doing the leadership exercise, and I want to remind you of the basic rules and how to go about this. So remember, this is communication and not really training. So we're communicating that we're taking a leadership position and we're going to be alleviating, stress, anxiety, because the dog doesn't have to feel like they need to worry about everything in their environment, that you're in control, so you're going to handle things, and they get to just relax and be a dog. So what we're using is the escalating consequences to establish an invisible boundary, and I have 2 treats. One, I'm going to toss a treat away from me to keep her out of the invisible boundary, which is going to be about 2 to 3 feet around my body. I'm going to take that second treat, put it between my feet. Remember to make sure that the dog knows you have the second treat on the floor so they see you put it down. Otherwise, it doesn't really work. So make sure that you do that. Then, once the treat's on the floor, use the escalating consequences to establish that invisible boundary. And then as they stay outside of the boundary and are respectful, you take 1 step at a time to teach them, yes, you're doing the right thing. Once they lay down on their own, you turn sideways, crouch down, tap the floor. That's their permission to have the treat. So let's get going. Shiba. So I'm just going to toss the treat over to her because she's already in a good position. Let her see that I have it. Drop it on the floor. I'm going to take a step back. Now we've already done this off camera, so she's already gone off and is far enough away that I can take another step back. And it doesn't matter. She's being really respectful by standing farther and farther away. If you just want to pan over, you can keep the camera towards the floor if you want to just show where she is so you don't get anyone's face in it. Okay, is she in a DOWN position? She took off into another room. Oh, she's going to check on the other dogs. I'm just making some noises to get her attention back towards me a little bit more so she remembers that we're in the middle of the exercise. But I think she's a little distracted because she wants to know what the other dogs are up to. Because you only want to do this exercise with 1 dog at a time. If there's multiple dogs out, they are more concerned about each other than the exercise itself. Shiba. Good girl. Sometimes cats like to try to eat them, so it's just distracting your cat from, there we go. Just pan over quickly to her so you see what she's up to. I took another step backwards. No, kitty, sorry. But no, that's not for you. Perfect. So she laid down on her own again and then pan back to me. So now I'm just going to turn sideways again, crouch all the way down and tap the floor. I'll kiss to her to just help encourage her to come over. And I want to keep my head looking straight or away. Hi, go girl. That way she knows that this is for her. Remember, we're trying to be a lot more passive, so she knows that we're not being confrontational. If we're looking right at her, even though she's farther away, that's still looking confrontational. So remember to keep your head sideways. If necessary, you can even move your head farther away by looking back towards the back wall or something like that to help encourage her to come and take the treat. Awesome.